What if every time you asked an AI to write code for you, it was secretly embedding vulnerabilities that hackers could exploit later? This isn't science fiction. This is happening right now, and most developers have absolutely no idea. Let me break this down for you in a way that will change how you use AI coding tools forever. Back in 2022, researchers at Stanford University ran a study where they had GitHub Copilot generate code for 89 different programming scenarios. The results were alarming. Approximately 40% of the AI-generated code contained at least one security vulnerability. That's nearly half of everything the AI was producing, and developers were shipping it straight into production without a second look. Now here's where it gets even more disturbing. In 2023, a research team from the University of California, San Diego and several collaborating institutions published a paper describing something called a Trojan attack on code generation models. The concept is straightforward but terrifying. If someone poisons the training data that these large language models learn from, they can teach the AI to insert what looks like perfectly normal, functional code, but that code contains hidden backdoors. Think of it like this. You ask your AI assistant to write a login authentication function. The code runs perfectly in testing. It passes all your checks. Your team reviews it and sees nothing wrong. But buried inside is a subtle logic flaw that under very specific conditions that a hacker knows about but you don't, bypasses your entire authentication system entirely. The poisoned training data attack works because these models learn from billions of lines of public code scraped from GitHub, Stack Overflow, open source repositories, and developer forums. If a malicious actor deliberately contributes cleverly crafted code to these public sources over months or even years, that toxic pattern can get absorbed into the model's weights during training. The AI doesn't know it's doing anything wrong. It learned that this pattern of code is normal and correct because it saw it thousands of times. Researchers at New York University's Offensive AI Research Lab demonstrated in 2023 that they could achieve a 35% backdoor insertion rate using this exact method with a success rate that should make every CTO in the world lose sleep tonight. But it doesn't stop at poisoned training data. There's a second attack vector that's arguably even more dangerous: prompt injection through context manipulation. When you paste existing code into an AI tool and ask it to extend or modify that code, a sophisticated attacker who controls any part of your codebase can embed hidden instructions that the AI reads and obeys. This was demonstrated practically by security researcher Johan Reberger in late 2023, who showed that indirect prompt injection could cause AI coding assistants to exfiltrate data, insert malicious functions, or deliberately weaken cryptographic implementations. In one demonstration, he embedded instructions inside a code comment that caused the AI to silently downgrade an encryption algorithm from AES 256 to a far weaker implementation, a change subtle enough that most code reviewers would miss it entirely. The financial implications are staggering. IBM's 2023 cost of a data breach report found that the average data breach now costs $45 million. If attackers can systematically weaponize the tools that developers trust most, the scale of potential damage is almost incomprehensible. And adoption is accelerating. GitHub reported in 2023 that Copilot users were writing code 55% faster, meaning more AI-generated code is going into production faster than ever before with less human review time per line. So what can you actually do about this? First, never trust AI-generated security-critical code without a dedicated security review. Authentication, encryption, session management, input validation, these all need human expert eyes. Second, use static analysis security testing tools like SemGrep, SNYK, or SonarQube on everything AI produces before it touches your codebase. Third, treat your AI coding tool like a junior developer who is very fast but has never taken a security course. Useful, but not unsupervised. Fourth, stay updated on supply chain security advisories. Organizations like CISA and OWASP are actively publishing guidance on AI-generated code risks, and their 2024 guidelines specifically call out LLM-assisted development as a new attack surface requiring specialized controls. The tools that are making us faster are also making us vulnerable in ways we haven't fully mapped yet. Every shortcut has a cost. The question is whether you'll pay it now with caution or later with a breach.